Greetings, citizens, and welcome to Unknown. I'm Jason McClellan. Thanks for hanging out with me. You may have seen some things in the news lately about strange metals and mysterious material that just might be from extraterrestrial spacecraft. Today, I'll spend some time walking you through what's going on in this arena. I'll share some of my personal experience with this type of thing, and you bet I'll offer my personal opinion about this stuff. So, on August 14th, To the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences published a video to its YouTube channel showing the organization's effort to collect and analyze alien material. Material that could prove to be from mundane Earth objects, or just possibly could be from something extraterrestrial. The video is titled, "The Atom Research Project Begins." The Atom Research Project, which is an acronym for Acquisition and Data Analysis of Materials, was announced by TTSA on July 26th. The organization describes this project as, quote, "an academic research program focused on exotic materials for technology innovation," end quote. TTSA asserts that, quote, "from time to time, various sources have collected material samples reported to have come from advanced aerospace vehicles of unknown origin, popularly known as UAP, Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, or UFO," end quote. And the Atom Research Project aims to, quote, "subject these materials to detailed and rigorous scientific evaluation whenever feasible," end quote. This is being achieved through a contract with EarthTech International, a privately funded research organization in Austin, Texas, founded by TTSA Vice President of Science and Technology, Dr. Hal Puthoff. The recently released video feels like a teaser trailer, and that's not by accident. An integral component of TTSA is its entertainment division, which has several feature films and scripted series in the works. After watching this video about the Atom Research Project, my guess is that there's a video series, a television show, or a documentary focused on the work associated with Atom. And, not gonna lie, whatever it is, I'm excited for it. I'll definitely watch it. If you followed the news that broke in December of 2017 about the Pentagon's official UFO program, you may have read about how Robert Bigelow, a private space pioneer with whom the Pentagon contracted for its official program, modified buildings at Bigelow Aerospace in Las Vegas to house alien materials. So, we've seen a lot of conversation lately about supposed extraterrestrial artifacts. The biggest question I always have, and you should have too, when it comes to claims of possession of UFO artifacts, is about the provenance of these objects. Where do they come from? What is the credibility of the individuals who, quote unquote, own these alleged fragments of alien spaceships? I can't tell you how many times we had people show up at our office when I worked at UFO media company Open Minds claiming to have pieces of alien spacecraft. I don't remember how many times that happened, but it certainly happened more times than I thought it would. At Open Minds, we facilitated the testing of some of the alleged UFO material, but the results always turned out to be mundane or inconclusive. It can be incredibly difficult to remain objective and level-headed when it comes to material that is supposedly from an alien spacecraft, right? I mean, how incredible would that be? It's thrilling and pretty undescribable how you feel when you're dealing with something that might be from an extraterrestrial civilization. It's also interesting to note that sometimes the people who get the most excited about testing alleged UFO material are the same people who firmly believe that UFOs aren't physical objects, but instead are something intangible like a mental projection, interdimensional creatures, etc. I find that fascinating. But in the end, if through this scientific testing, an object is determined to be anomalous or likely to have been manufactured off-planet, what does that do? Where does that leave us in our UFO exploration? Is it game over, man? Does it vindicate and validate everything that UFO believers have suspected for years? Does it prove that extraterrestrials are visiting our planet? Will such results be the disclosure that so many people are waiting for? Well, the realistic and perhaps disappointing answer is no. Now, go ahead and yell at me and call me a debunker, or better yet, a curmudgeon. But I promise, I'm not trying to be a downer, and I'm sorry if what I think burst your balloon. That's not my intent. Again, this is just my opinion, and I'm trying to keep my personal desires and excitement in check, because as a researcher and journalist, that's my responsibility. Here's why I don't think the results of the material testing, no matter how incredible they are, will have much of an effect. First, the scientific results of any research are always debated. It's even worse when that research is associated with UFOs and/or extraterrestrials. Second, just because one scientist at one lab concludes that something is weird and displays properties suggesting that it must be from another world, that's just one opinion. Not all scientists have the same life experiences or specialized knowledge. Third, we live in a strange time. People don't really care or fully appreciate major news. Just look at the reaction to the New York Times story in December of 2017 about the Pentagon's UFO program. It made headlines for a short while. People thought it was neat. Then people moved on. And finally, fourth, we've seen it before. We've seen strange material subjected to scientific testing where the results suggest that the object was manufactured in space or somewhere off Earth. I'm thinking specifically about some of the material collected by geologist Frank Kimbler at the debris field from the alleged Roswell UFO crash. And then there are the alleged alien implants removed by Dr. Roger Leir. Then there are several examples from mainstream scientists who have published research alleging proof of microbial extraterrestrial life. My cautionary advice to anyone following this fascinating saga is to remain calm, objective, and enjoy the ride. No matter what the outcome, I think it's fantastic and incredibly important that there are people willing to invest the time and money into scientifically testing material that might be from a UFO. There are many people who are frustrated by the expenditure of money on things like the SETI program, which is known predominantly for its use of radio telescopes to listen for signals from extraterrestrial civilizations. I disagree with those people. I always think it's worthwhile to approach the UFO ET mystery from all angles. That includes listening for alien signals and testing possible materials from extraterrestrial spacecraft. But again, be cautious and accept results of any testing that claim extraordinary things for what they are. More results that suggest possibilities to us. Scientific tests with anomalous results suggesting otherworldly origin are exciting, but they don't prove conclusively that our planet is being visited by extraterrestrials and spaceships. It still comes down to belief. It's up to you, A, believing the results of the testing, and B, believing that extraterrestrial origin is the only possible explanation for such results. Also, keep in mind that if and when we do have conclusive proof of manufactured extraterrestrial material, that's not the end of UFO study. On the contrary, that will just be the beginning, just when it starts getting exciting. There are plenty of people who will breathe a sigh of relief and feel validated and vindicated by such an announcement, feeling that scientific proof of something manufactured off-world proves everything they've always believed. I understand that mindset, but A piece of extraterrestrial material doesn't prove that aliens are currently visiting us. It doesn't prove that extraterrestrials have visited our planet for centuries. It doesn't prove that extraterrestrials abduct people against their will. And it doesn't prove that the government knows more about UFOs than they tell us. It can bolster our belief in these things, serving as added supporting material, and that's awesome. More is always better. But that's what it does. Testing that suggests material came from a fabricated extraterrestrial spacecraft isn't game over. It doesn't answer all the questions or offer final proof of any of our questions. In fact, it just makes the mystery even bigger. These are crazy exciting times, and it's so easy to get worked up, jump to conclusions, and read way too much into things because they're what you're wanting them to be. We all have to make up our own minds and decide for ourselves what to make of such grand claims when they come, and how to handle the news when things don't turn out the way we hope they would. I just urge you to try really hard and remain objective. Take the information as it comes and decide for yourself what you want to do with that information. That's all for this episode of Unknown. Unknown is a Rogue Planet production. Make sure to check out rogueplanet.tv for more strange content. And check out the store while you're there. That's where you can pick up your own Unknown t-shirt. They're pretty cool and really comfortable too. I know I like mine. I always look forward to interacting with you. So find me on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Acentric on Twitter and Instagram, but I encourage you to join me on Facebook in the Rogue Planet group. Jump in there and tell me what stories have your interest lately, and let me know what you think about all this alien metal testing stuff. The URL for the group is facebook.com/groups/rogueplanet. Also, if you get a chance, take a moment to review the show on Apple Podcasts. Your rating and reviews help improve the show's discoverability, and so does sharing the show on social media. If you dig the show, let your friends know. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. I'm Jason McClellan. Do me a favor, friends. Stay strange.